set up correctly.
You do every single time.
What's that?
Turn it on.
Same problem last week too.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm not. It didn't allow me to log in with the video with my video.
It's doing the same thing with me.
I don't know if you want to start recording now. It says recording.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Will that do it?
No.
Good. We'll just see where everybody's coming from first. Hold on. Trying to go live here, guys. Just 1 second.
Don't. Oh, you got it recording now. Yeah.
Huh.
It takes a minute.
Yeah. As we all wait and tap our foot. What do you think?
Get it on.
Are we on Zoom?
It says preparing right here.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. I think you're on. You are now in Zoom, Bob, it says. Say hi.
So we live, everybody?
All right.
Can you let us know? Zoom is on. Yeah, good on Zoom. Okay. So we got to get live on Facebook, everybody. So kind of stand by for a second.
I'm gonna go over to Facebook and type that message about.
Let's start it again. Just let it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. I guess we can just get started with everybody, right? I don't know what's going on with Zoom. It's just not loading. She'll just try to keep going back. Hey, everybody, I just wanted to get started here and just kind of bring you up to speed on where we're at and do some presentations. I want to give some shout outs first to a lot of people that have been very, very helpful over the last couple of weeks. Chris Hope, Thomas Dobley, William Mathis for sure, Sam Jackson, and the real rideshare Barber. This guy has amazing talent that he's put together some marketing materials. Carlos Navarro, Carlos Alvarez, Daniel Kearney, Oscar Fernandez, mi amigo, Norma Marie and her husband Samir have been phenomenal. Sarah Ramirez, Rodney Bush down in Nashville. You better get going, dude. You got a lot of game to pick up down there. And then our newest guy yesterday, Skip. He's been involved with us and had a good conversation with him. So I just want to shout out to him. Olivia Yamley, Elsa Gutierrez, Alicia Light, Monica Johnson, Iris, of course, up in Boston, and Furio Fatater. So I want to just thank all those guys. There's so many more I could miss, obviously, but just a big hand to you guys for really working it hard over the last couple of weeks. Couple of newsworthy things I want to bring up. One is about, we have about 2,300 or 400 legacy drivers currently. We have a number of influencers that wanted to upgrade that couldn't upgrade before because the technology wasn't online at the time. So we're going to allow them to upgrade. We're going to be sending out emails. David's got the emails ready to go. We'll probably go out tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday they can upgrade and become legacy drivers, which means you get 50 and 15 on the commission side, and you also get 1,000 options. So that'll bring everybody up to speed. We think there might be about 1,000 influencers out there. So that's for you guys. If you want to do that, we'll get the emails out to you and get that going. So a couple other things you want to do. I want to just kind of talk about where we are as a company and what it really means, so you guys really understand the scope and the gravity about what's going to happen here. It's really about trying to be on the right side of history when you're building out new ideas, new companies. With the COVID and all the things that happened in the rideshare industry over the last 3 months, we are in a great position when we launch here to really play a major role in this industry, particularly on the delivery side of restaurants and grocery pickup and delivery and general merchandise as we start to fold into that. You know, if you think about it, if we had 4,000 or 5,000 legacy drivers or the backbone of the company, they're going to go out and open restaurants up. If you just had every one of those just open 40 restaurants in a month, that's really a staggering number. It's like 150, 60,000 restaurants you guys could open in one single month, which is amazing. So that's only doing 2 restaurants a day, a person, 5 days a week. It's 20 days a week, 20 days a month, and it could be an unbelievable home run. So you need to kind of think about in terms like that. Plus, on the commission side, it's anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000 or $4,000 in that month if you just signed up 40 restaurants, along with maybe half of them in memberships. So the opportunity to earn money and put people to work immediately is here. So it's really important to understand the dynamics of that and how that's going to build your business. A couple other things I want to talk about is the business model itself. And people will say, oh, does the business model really matter? And the answer to that is yes, it does definitely matter. You can look around the littered landscape of business when a new business model takes hold. Netflix is one good one. Blockbuster's gone. Netflix is here. They're worth hundreds of billions of dollars. So business models do matter a lot, and ours is so disruptive with our flat fee approach to the restaurants. Maybe most of you don't know that the restaurateurs get gouged by the pickup and delivery service up to 25, 30% markup on food costs. So when somebody says to you, oh, I don't pay any real delivery fee, it's only a couple bucks. The reality is you're paying 25, 30% markup on food cost. And that's a big, big number. There was a survey just done, over 70% of the restaurants hate most of the food services that they use because they get gouged. They have no alternative until we come along now. Once we get going here in this market, we should be able to dominate very quickly. David and I have been doing surveys for the last month, talking to restaurant owners. And David was a prior restaurant owner years ago. He's the reason we're in this space. I talked to him about it. He has real world knowledge. So we were able to put that to use and build out a very effective plan that actually helps restaurateurs keep money in their pockets. And that's the key. Just like we want to put more money in the driver's pocket, we want to put more money in the restaurant's pocket. If we can do those two things, we're in a winning formula. And we have the winning formula as we get down the road here, and you'll see. But we do not mark up any food cost on anybody's menu. It's just a flat fee business model. And as we get into it tonight, I'll show it to you again. Some of you have seen of it, some parts of it, and some of you haven't. But the business models do matter of factly, to the point they're so disruptive. If they're good, they'll put the other person out of the business. And we intend to be a very aggressive pricer in the space and get after it. So that's pretty much all I have on that right now. We'll get into the presentation in a minute. I'm going to flip it to David. David's going to bring on Taylor. Taylor is with Verb. David and Taylor and the Verb team worked hand in hand for about a month to put this program together. Now they're bringing that all to fruition now with all the programming that's got to be done. David's played an instrumental role on bringing Taylor's team on and their company Verb. And he's to be given the kudos for having the foresight to think about what we need to do as a company to move us forward quicker, faster, building things that other companies don't have that are in our space. And you'll see that as we start to open up the technology in the next 4, 5, 6, 7 working days. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to David. David, you can go from here.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. We're so proud that we're able to have Taylor join us tonight. This is just the beginning of some great things to come. I happen to have known about Verb for quite a while. They're a publicly traded company. They're probably the best in the space for marketing for mostly network marketing companies, but their reach is unbelievable. And what they can do with their app. Now, we've heard you guys loud and clear that you want a marketing app that can track the business, a good CRM system, follow up. This app is everything that you've been asking for and then some. And the amount of features are incredible. In fact, they're getting ready to introduce a new feature that should be launching in June. And Taylor, why don't you take it away and kind of give the overview, if you would?
Sure, yeah. Thanks, guys, for inviting me to this call. I'm really excited to be sharing this opportunity with you all and letting you know about this great marketing tool that's going to be rolled out to your team. We're not exactly sure when it's going to go live yet because we're building it right this second. But just know that it's coming down the road, hopefully within the next few weeks. The name of the company that I work with, and let me go ahead and share my screen because what I think I'm going to do, if you guys are okay with this, I'm going to show you a very quick presentation. We're talking 3-4 slides. And then because we haven't completed the app yet for Trip, I'm going to jump into one of our other customers' apps just so that you can get a flavor for what you'll see with your own app in the future. So give me 1 second here, and I'm going to share out my screen. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. So as David had mentioned, we've been in the space for quite some time. We got started back in 1989. So we're talking 30 plus years, primarily operating, as David mentioned, in the network marketing space, although we're beginning to open that up to a lot of other industries, specifically the affiliate marketing, ambassador marketing, programs that a lot of companies are starting these days, which are sort of network marketing, but kind of sort of traditional retail. And so, you know, we're noticing that a lot of these industries are starting to change. But what we're seeing remains the same, is that there is a sales force that is working remotely that wants opportunities to promote their brand and market the tools and make money, right? And so that's really what we want to do at the end of the day, is be able to make some good money. So let me go ahead and, so this is what we do. We provide a tool that allows you guys to get out and let your contacts, your friends, your family all know about this opportunity to potentially recruit and encourage other people to join the team, as well as to find customers, right? You're wanting, and maybe some of you are drivers, some of you are wanting to actually get out there and find customers. So clearly this is a tool that's going to allow you to do this. So as you see there on the left, we have this media area of the app in which the Trip team is going to be posting a lot of effective content. We're talking video files, potentially audio files, PDFs, social media shareables, all kinds of fun content that you can then use to just get access for yourself. Maybe you're just trying to get trained. Maybe you've just joined the team and you're trying to learn, but you can also use this material to send out information to your contacts. You can email this information out, you can text it out, you can post to social media. And then what I think is some of the coolest parts about it, you can get feedback from the tool about what your contacts are doing with this information. So like if you send them a video, have they watched the video? And how much of that video have they watched, right? So sometimes marketing is just kind of a black box, right? You just kind of send it out into the world and hopefully someone will watch it. Hopefully someone will view it, right? Well, that all goes away now because we can tell you exactly when they watch it and we can tell you how much of the video they've watched. So it's really cool. So let me go ahead and again, the images that you're seeing on your screen are just parts of the app and that experience. Obviously, this is a what we'll call a CRM. It has a CRM component, a client relationship management component. That's just a fancy way of saying managing your contacts, okay? So in the app, you have the ability to bring all of the contacts, or maybe just a few of them, as many as you would want to bring from your app, or I'm sorry, from your mobile device into your app, right? And then in your app is when the fun begins, right? Because then you can start emailing and texting and doing all that fun stuff. But then the corporate team, the management team at Trip, they'll be able to stay in touch with you guys in really cool ways. They'll be able to send out push notifications to let you know about breaking news, maybe really cool changes happening on the corporate team, maybe upcoming meetings that are about to start, all that really cool stuff. You know, so gone are the days of potentially, oh, well, we have to send this email out to everyone and we have to manage all these email addresses on spreadsheets. And sometimes that can be pretty tough for the corporate and management teams. And so the ability to get these notifications on your phone or on your mobile device makes the process really easy. So let me go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing really quickly because I want to jump in to show you guys what the app looks like, if that's okay. Now, again, what you're going to see now is the app for a company called Connect. And the reason why I wanted to share some information about these guys is because they are primarily a service-based business. Let me give you a little bit of background. I should have done this earlier, but at Verb, we have about 80 plus corporate customers running our app right now. Now, what does that equate to? You might be thinking, oh, well, 80, that doesn't sound that high, right? But in the end, we have 1 million plus users using this app today, right now. And obviously, we're onboarding new customers almost every day. So, you know, and because we've been running this app for years, this is not, we're not just some startup and we're trying to figure out like how to get all the bugs out. And no, this is a very well-adopted tool. Again, 1 million plus customers, people just like you that are using this app actively right this second, okay? So Connect is one of them, one of the companies. They're a utilities and wireless services company out of Dallas. So pretty interesting company. And obviously, we have a lot of other customers that sell different types of products, but again, this is a service-based company, which is kind of similar to what you guys are offering. So I thought this could be appropriate to share this out. So as you see, you'll look on the bottom of your screen, you'll see there are some main functional tabs, right? So there's tools, contacts, feed, business, right? So you can tap in through those different tabs. And once you get onto those different tabs, you'll see different information presented on your screen. So as you see, we're located on the tools tab right now. So obviously, excuse me, this is where all the media that you're going to want to share with your customers is hosted or is housed. So obviously you see the Connect logo or the Trip logo will be prominently displayed at the top. There's a banner ad where it says start connecting, which could be shuffling back and forth through potentially 3, 4, 5 different banner advertisements. Again, advertising different opportunities within the company, maybe different promos, different, you know, changes happening to the company, maybe events that are upcoming, so on and so forth. But obviously other resources can be posted here. So just like I mentioned, and I'm just scrolling down here using my fingers, obviously, videos, marketing materials, social media shareables, enrollment links, right? So I wanted to mention that specifically because clearly the goal potentially is to grow your business, right? So if you have the opportunity to enroll other people to join the company and help them make money, then you make money in the process, right? So there will be really cool opportunities for you to use this app directly to build up that business. And so literally you'd be able to just click on this link right here, that photo. And then from here, I'd be able to email this PDF out or this website out or text it out, post it onto social media. And then when your friends or your other contacts click on that information, and if they enter their information clearly, and then they enroll, then obviously you guys will all get the credit for that. So really cool opportunities here. But what I wanted to show you here is just how easy it is to share out a resource, okay? So I'm gonna click on, let's see here, the Connect Business presentation, or imagine that saying the Trip Business presentation, okay? You'll see there that I have the ability to view the video straight from the app. Obviously, I wanna confirm that this is the video that I wanna share. So I click on play, and as you see, the video automatically starts to play straight from my phone. You guys probably can't hear the audio, but I can hear it blaring in my ear here. So once you confirm that this is the resource you want to go ahead and share, then if you look on the bottom of your screen, it's as easy as, do I want to email this out? Do I want to text this out? Do I want to post it to social media? And then obviously I could just select whichever one I want. So let me go ahead and hit text, for example. And let's say I want to go ahead and send this to David, right? So I click on David's name. The text message automatically pops up. There it is. It's already populated with a description. The link to the video is already populated in your text. And literally all I have to do is hit send. I can change that message if I want to say, David, it was great talking to you about the opportunity with Trip. Really excited to talk with you more about this. Go ahead and watch this video, so on and so forth. And then this is, as I mentioned, where the cool part starts, in my opinion, because I've just sent this video out to David. And when he clicks on this video, I'm going to start to get push notifications on my end that let me know that he's interacting with that video, okay? And then when he starts to watch that video, I'm gonna get another push notification that lets me know that he's watching the video. And if he's watched the whole video, or actually he doesn't even have to watch the whole video, it will tell me how much of the video he's watched, okay? So if I jump over into the feed tab on the bottom of the screen, I'll start to get some of this information here. So there it is, you see on the very top, it says that I just shared this resource out with David Track via text message. And then again, when I start to get those push notifications, they'll just go right above that. And they'll let me know that David's interacting with that media. And the cool part is that maybe I want to go ahead and follow up. As soon as I find out David's watching this video, I want to follow up with him, right? And so what I can do, and maybe I can't follow up right this second, because we understand that we're all busy people, so maybe you'll have to wait until tomorrow to follow up. What you can do is you can set a reminder for yourself. So if I swipe right on one of these items, you'll see that dot appear on the top left of the item, and that's my reminder, right? But as you see here, there's a lot of stuff that's on this screen, so it can be hard to keep track of all those reminders in an easy way. So you can just filter out all the noise, so you can just get those reminders, okay? And as you follow up with those various reminders, the dot disappears, and then the items disappear from your reminder screen. So let's say I followed up with David, I swipe right, and I'm done with that reminder, okay? So we make the building your business, this process, really simple. So I've just shared with you how to email or how to text, and I'd like to show you really quickly, if we have enough time, how to go ahead and post some information to social media, because I would think that that's going to be an important thing for you guys to do. So I'm going to get out of this tool, and I'm going to come down here to social media shareables section. I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. Obviously, I can click on that eyeball there that you see to the right, and I can zoom in and out on this image. That's a little bit too close. But then on the bottom, all I need to do is tap on the item that says social, okay? So I tap on social. I can use the example right under where it says write a unique message. I can either write my own personalized message that this is going to be visible on Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media site you would want that to go to, or I can use the example message that has been provided for me. So I'm going to tap on use example message, and you'll see that information populates right there. And then what you'll notice is that when you go ahead and try to put information to social media, some of the sites like Facebook, for example, are very particular about how they want you posting information to their site, okay? So if I try to hit copy right here, meaning move forward and post this to Facebook, I should get an error, okay? And there it is. Okay, so social media sites love unique message. The app is gonna force you to change the message by at least 10% in order to be able to post, all right? And so the reason why we do that is because we want you guys to avoid being put in what Facebook calls Facebook jail, right? And hopefully none of you have experienced that, but in the industry, it's a very real thing. Sorry about the traffic outside. And then, so I'm going to go ahead and change this message a little bit. Click on the link below in the comments section to purchase. Because what you'll notice is that oftentimes in these messages that you were posting, there will be a link. Maybe that link is to the Trip website. Maybe the link is to a replicated site. And that link is going to help tie you to any potential purchases or enrollments that happen in the future, okay? So now that I've changed my message by at least 10%, I'm gonna go ahead and hit copy. It's saying it copied my message to the clipboard. I tap on Facebook. I'm gonna post this to my news feed. There underneath my name, it says only me. Actually, well, let me paste in my text there. I do that first. Under my name where it says only me, I can choose who I want this to be visible to on Facebook. Anyone, just my friends, just my acquaintances, so on and so forth. But cancel, and then I'm gonna hit post. Okay, and so obviously it's sharing that to Facebook now. So if there were a link, the app would then prompt me to go ahead and open up Facebook, and so that I can post that link to my site. So let me go ahead and open up Facebook, and there is my post right there. So it's really easy, really simple. And then from there, I would just post my link in the comments section. And that way, when your friends and families and your other contacts see that link, they click on that link, and then they'll get access to that third-party website, to the Trip website, or to your replicated site. And they'll be able to purchase or sign up or enroll or whatever it is you're wanting to encourage that customer to do, okay? All right, now, I know that this has been a lot of information really quickly, but just a couple other things I wanted to mention. Keep in mind, this is just the beginning of this relationship. Obviously, the app is not live yet. So if David wants me to come on additional meetings to show you when the app is live itself, I'm happy to do that. I'll follow his lead, obviously. Earlier, David mentioned that we're going to be rolling out a new tool within the next couple of weeks. Mid-June is what we're hoping that's going to be. And it's going to be a live interactive meeting streaming capability, right? So earlier, I don't know if some of you guys were on the call. It sounded like there was a little bit of challenge with Facebook Live, right? We're noticing that with other customers, that sometimes these other platforms are difficult to use, right? Do I click that button? Oh, why is it not working? Facebook's not cooperating. I don't understand. So when we get our tool in place, not only will it be a live meeting streaming capability, but we'll be offering live shopping during the meeting. So as you see here with Zoom, you know, there's no way for me on the screen right now to say, hey, I'm going to put a link on there. If you want to purchase or if you want to enroll, go ahead and click on that link. I can't do that with Zoom, right? And so with our platform, it'll be extremely easy to go ahead and do that. So more information on that to come. But David, do I have another maybe 2 or 3 minutes, or how are we on time?
Yeah, just a couple minutes, and then
Okay.
we need to cover some other
Cool.
stuff, but doing good.
Just really quickly, I wanted to show you one more quick thing, because we have another tool in our arsenal within the app that's called interactive video. That's not live, but I can record a personalized video that will then allow me to post links within the video, and then I can send that video off to my customers, to my contacts, to whomever. Okay, so oftentimes we show people this and they get really excited. They're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So hopefully you guys are really going to like this. So if you're looking at your screen right now, you'll see up there on the bottom where it says My Recordings or Add Tool. This is the interactive video portion, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, I'm going to come into this resource right here, and I'm going to tap on the link on the bottom that says copy, okay? This is the opportunity with Connect or with Trip, right? Just imagine that. So in this video that I'm going to create, I'm going to say, hey, Sally, we just spoke a few moments ago about the opportunity with Connect or with Trip. You asked to get some additional information about it. So I wanted to send you this video that highlights that, okay? So I click on Add Tool. I'm going to click on Record Video. Obviously, I'm going to turn this around. And I'm going to go ahead and record Sally, hey, this is Taylor. We just spoke a few moments ago about the opportunity, and you were really, really excited. You asked me to get some additional information about that opportunity. If you go ahead and you tap right there, you can get a PDF that discusses all about the opportunity with the company. If you tap right there, you can give me a call. If you tap right here, you can shoot me an email. And if you're ready to sign up right now to join the team, go ahead and tap right there, okay? Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Okay, so I've just recorded my video. Then I'm gonna tap on save. And it's compressing the video, saving it to our data center. And then from now, I can go in and I can watch my video. And on the bottom, you'll see some action items. I can add a website. I can add a call, a phone number. I can add an email. Then really, so now what I want to do is I want to just watch the video to find out, hey, when did I point? Because when I pointed, I'm going to add that action item, okay? So you probably won't be able to hear the audio. I can hear it in my ear. I'm just saying, hey, Sally, we just spoke about this opportunity. You asked me to get some additional information. So I said, if you want to get some more information, go ahead and tap right there, and I pause the video, right? And then I'm going to add my website. You'll see that that icon appears on the bottom right. Then I'm going to drag that up to where I'm pointing. And then I'm going to go under where it says website, add URL, and I'm tapping on that. And I'm just going to paste in that URL I copied, right, with the opportunity PDF. I hit done, and I keep watching the video because I'm gonna point again, right, just to give me a call, to shoot me an email, etc. Right? If you tap right there, you give me a call, I said. So again, I'm gonna add my phone number. Okay, and then last, or I guess the next one I said, if you want to give me an email, I add my email address. And then the last one is that if you're ready to make a purchase, go ahead and tap right here, right? So obviously then I just hit website, and then I can add my replicated site or the trip website, whatever the case might be. And then at that point, I just hit next. I can add a title, I can add a description. I won't do that right now just to save time. But from that, or actually, let me go ahead and just do that for now, just to make sure that I can save this to show you what that looks like. Trip, be good if I could type, trip. Okay, so now you see my recording is showing up there. I tap on my recording, and then from here, I can email that video out, I can text it out, I can post it to social media, and you can build your business, right? So anyway, I realize this may have been a lot of information at a short period of time, but we're going to be sharing more information as it becomes available, and especially when we launch this app, we're going to do some more training as well. So I hope this has been helpful. David, I'll go ahead and turn the time back over to you.
Thank you, Taylor. Man, how awesome was that, guys? That is huge. It's absolutely gonna blow this business up for you guys. So, you know, give Taylor a thumbs up and a like for that, because that was fantastic. There's a lot more great stuff to come from this partnership. I'll let everybody know that we are building a back office that is completely robust, and this will integrate directly with Verb. So everything that's in the back office for Trip will be also on your Verb app, such as your earnings, leaders board, you know, even what the drivers earning doing their drives. So this is going to be jam-packed with features, and it's coming soon, guys. So, but Taylor, thank you so much. I'm going to turn it back over to the boss, who's been phenomenal, guys. Let's hear from Bob. You know, all right.
Listen, yeah, all these tools you guys are seeing are, you know, really items that you guys have been asking for. David is very familiar with a lot of these products. He's been able to bring a lot of products to us and very quickly to get back in the game and get up and running. So let me go through this little presentation I've got. Art, you want to throw that PowerPoint up? Okay. So just as we get going here on this PowerPoint, once you give me the next slide so I can walk people through who's running the business. Yeah, so everybody, and some of you that have been on the call before, a couple of weeks ago, we showed a little bit of this last time. Lisa Story is actually the senior VP of restaurants, groceries, and delivery services for the company. I think all of you know she's worked with me on and off over the last 20 years. She's done a couple startups with me. Very, very brilliant thinker, hard worker, knows technology, and is just a superstar. So anyway, she's in charge of that side of the business, and Art and Vincent are running the compliance side, the rideshare, ride hailing side, driver rewards and safety and all of that kind of stuff. So what we're going to talk about tonight is strictly the delivery side of the business, the restaurant and the food services, grocery pickup and delivery. So turn on the next chart, please. So the question I almost get asked daily, when are we opening what markets? What markets are we going to open? How are they going to open? So here's the markets we're opening, and let me walk you through this because there is no such thing as what market we're going to open next. We're going to do it on here. There's 32, I think, or 34 markets, and it gives the amount of riders and drivers in the markets. I just consolidated them. So we're going to open 3 markets, okay? So we will get delivery of our technology probably in 7 or 8 working days from now. It'll be done. We'll go into testing for a couple days. Once we get out of testing, and the testing has nothing to do with the apps, has nothing to do with any of the parts of the business that you might think about testing, the restaurant side, the pickup delivery side, the rideshare app, or any of that. It has nothing to do with that. That's already tested. What it has to do with is the database structure we put together to make sure that all the hierarchy's right, all the information is proper, all of that connectivity is into the back office. That's the part of the testing we'll do for a few days. Once that's ready to go, then we're going to be ready to go with opening markets. So we picked 3 markets. And the reason we picked 3 markets, they're all in states that are very, very open right now and are opening at a very fast clip. So Miami, Fort Lauderdale, we have 19,000, almost 20,000 people in that market already. So it's just going to get to activate those people, get them out there, opening up restaurants, groceries, and any other kind of pickup. Atlanta, the same thing. Georgia is very progressive. They were actually the first state to really go all out. We got almost 4,000 people there. And in Houston, we have almost 3,200. Those are the 3 markets we're going to take on, and we're going to take them all on the same week. When we say we're going to do 3 markets that week, we're going to get them up and running. And we might be in 6, 7, 8 days of seeing how things are going with those. And once we feel comfortable, then we're going to say, all these markets that we have on here, you can go open anytime you want. The speed of this growth is up to you. It's not up to the company anymore. And if there's a market you live in that's not on here and you want to open it, let's say like Reno, Nevada. You live in Reno and you want to make a big hit there, then all you got to do is start building in that market. Sign up restaurants, sign up drivers. All of that stuff can happen. So it's not going to be the company to say what markets we're opening. It's going to be to you. So we know, for example, New York City, we got, 3,300, call it probably 3,500 people there. We could probably open New York City once they give us the go on that. Okay, we know that we have a lot of people, a lot of markets. West Palm Beach has 4,500 people. We can open that in conjunction with Fort Lauderdale. So hope you understand what I'm saying. It's not about us telling you what markets we're opening. It's how aggressive you want to be in the markets you're in. For example, William Mathis is at, DC, Baltimore area. William's got it locked down in that market. He can go to town in there and start opening right away, or same as TC in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Same thing with Samir and Norma Marie and that team in Orlando, and also Miami, Fort Lauderdale. So it's up to you guys when you want to start growing the business. It's not going to be up to us. We're going to have all the tools. All the tech will be done in the first 5 or 6 days at the latest of June, and then we're going to turn it on. So all of that's ready to go with you guys. So it's going to be to you. We're going to start getting organized internally and finding the team leaders that want to get moving and start building. If you don't want to get moving, you want to wait, that's up to you. We're not waiting for anything. We can put 100,000 drivers to work literally over 90 to 120 days. Think about that. This country is stuck right now. You got 40 million people out of work, and we could put 100,000 drivers to work right away because our model is so powerful. we're going to put a dent in this industry when it comes to restaurant and grocery pickup. So just keep thinking about that. These are the markets. These will be posted up on social media and everything. So you guys, and also on our website. If you haven't been on our website, TripRides, TRYPRides.com, and TripRides.net, TripRides.app, TRIP. It's all interconnected into one website now. So you can go look and see some of the changes we've made. We still have a little bit to go on that. Over the next couple of days, we'll finish up with all the grocery information and all that will be posted on there. So you'll see a really robust site in the next few days. We will not disconnect from our old database system until the new one's ready, but it'll be seamless. You won't even see it happen when it happens. It'll just connect into this new website we've got right now. We'll disconnect one and put the other one on literally in seconds. So the speed of this build is going to be totally up to you guys. This document's readily available as we get going down here, but give me the next chart, Art, please. So we saw this chart a couple weeks ago. It's just each driver and each restaurant will get their own merchant account. So everything's deals direct with the driver and the merchant. We don't touch their money. The restaurateurs are getting hammered by food markups of 25, 30%, and they're getting hammered that they don't get their money right away. We don't take their money. It just goes straight through our system into their bank account, but they'll get their money immediately on any product that's bought. We don't get any piece of that. We just get a simple flat fee for pickup and deliveries out of the restaurants. So the money goes directly to them. We're not in between their funds. They get immediate funds. They have total control over their money. Each driver, each driver receives, again, 100% of the ride fare and the tip under our scenario, obviously, on both restaurants and grocery pickups and rideshare. Next chart. When you sign up with us as a delivery driver, we'll send you in the mail a couple things. You're going to get a pen. You're going to get a lanyard like this and an ID badge and a few other goodies in the mail. We'll mail those out to you as we sign up. As you sign up and we approve you, that'll get out to you guys, and you can get on the road and start, doing a couple things, signing up restaurants, signing up grocery stores if you want, or just signing up customers that go to grocery stores. And we'll get into that in a minute. So this is a lanyard that you'll wear around your neck to identify yourself when you go into a restaurant to pick up food or anywhere else. Next chart. This is a restaurant, just obviously an image of a pickup order and a guy jumping in his car. Next one. Okay, so you have to understand what we're doing here. So I want you to pay attention. Okay, so each restaurant, each like I said, will get their own merchant account. So the money goes directly to their bank account. One of the things we're doing is we're going to load our database with about 500,000 restaurants with live menus in those restaurants. So it'll help the driver who's out trying to sign up a restaurant and he lives in a certain zip code. He can go into the database and look for all the restaurants in those zip codes. Instead of driving all over the place trying to find them, he can just mark them and say, okay, I'm going to go to these 2 today, or these 3 or 4, or whatever. So it'll help you find them. And then when you turn them on, they'll be active with us. And you'll see active restaurants with Trip delivers. So that database is going to be really helpful for you guys. The other thing we're going to do, there's no markups on the menus. As I keep saying, you have to understand that these pickup and delivery services mark up these menus, or they take 30, 40% of the margin, which most of these restaurants don't even have. Right now, there were 1 million restaurants in the United States before the COVID. They're saying about 25% or so may never come back. So you may lose 250,000 restaurants. I mean, it's a big, big number. However, the restaurant food business is bigger than the grocery business in the United States. So when the supply chain got hurt in the restaurant food business, the grocery business couldn't pick it up. It was just too much demand, and that's what cleaned out the shelves. So as that starts to come back online, some of that ease, but more and more people are going to go for pickup and delivery than are not. That was growing at 20% a year. The estimates are going to grow 30, 35% a year now. So there's a huge opportunity for us. And I know I'm walking through this fairly quickly, but the numbers are staggering. It's about a $2 trillion business between groceries and restaurant business in the food business in the United States. So it's a big number. It's about 10% of the total GDP of the country. The other thing we're a flat fee pickup and delivery service. Again, no food markups, no funny business. Everything's transparent, 100%. We also do a POS integration. That's point of sale, or if they don't have a point of sale, we'll give them a tablet that connects to us, and we give them also, the app, whoever signs them up, and then we'll provide trading for them. So this is kind of a very short summary of what we're going to do for the restaurants. But myself and David Track have been asking restaurant owners for the last 6, 7, 8 weeks, and we had nobody turn us down. In fact, almost everyone said, how do I sign up immediately? You don't even have to sell the program. As soon as you tell them there's no food markups and it's $2 to $3 pickup fee, they're in. It's that simple. And there's a big commission for you in that. So you guys can make money immediately by signing up restaurants. So everybody's been out of work, is hurting for cash. Start signing up restaurants, get the activation fee. We pay you the following week. Next chart, please. Okay, so here's how it works. There's restaurant fees called an activation fee. The activation fee turns on the system. It's $149. It's commissionable on $99. Okay, so what that means is, let's say you're a legacy driver, and legacy is 50 and 15. So you're going to get 50 and 15 of $99. So it's significant. It's about a $65 commission, and that's paid the following weeks. Just think about it. If you signed up 10 restaurants a week or 5, whatever the number is, you can do the math. So you can see what kind of commissions you can make immediately signing up restaurants, which you mean you're in position to own or be the lead of that restaurant. And everybody else that does pickups, you're going to be making money off that also on the app. We also have a membership fee. It's totally optional. A restaurant does not have to be a member with us. The advantage of being a member is they have a lower fee to pay on the pickup and delivery side of it. So if they pay the $99 fee, it pays commission, just like the other one. And then it's a $2 delivery and pickup to Trip. And then it's $1 if the consumer runs in and wants to pick it up themselves through us. A non-member just pays $1 more on each. It's $3 and $2. It's real simple. Nothing complicated about the business model. It's really cheap, and it's built to be cheap, and it's built to drive restaurants into your business model. Exactly that. You go out, talk to them, sign them up, you're in business. So, we can, with the number of people we have, I was doing the math, we could sign up 130, 40, 50,000 restaurants in a month or 6 weeks. Just depends how aggressive you guys want to be. You can be as aggressive as you want to sign up, or you don't have to do anything. It's up to you. You guys work for yourself. Next chart. Driver gets a minimum flat, $5.25 for the first mile and 75 cents for every additional mile after that, plus a tip. So we guarantee $5.25. Most people have a lot lower guarantee of that. So it should make a pretty dynamic way for, to get around $8 to $10 a ride plus tips. Also, we're going to reserve a little monies, earmark that towards wait time and promotions that we'll have put in a pool, and we'll spend that money every day as the pool gets growing, and we want to create more activity. We'll put a little bit more in the pool out there for people to participate with. We'll explain that a little bit later here over the next week as we start to light up the sites. So next slide, please. This is the grocery side. The business works a little different than the restaurant. You have to understand the power of the consumer on the grocery side. It's a little different than the restaurant side. So what I mean by that, show the next chart, please. So today, if you were going to buy, let's say you had a Walmart app on your phone, or you had a Smith's or Albertsons or whoever it might be, a Kroger's, that have pickup and delivery services. If I'm the customer and I buy online and I want to pick up my order, it gives me a time, usually an hour window that I pick it up either that day or the next day or whatever it might be. It also gives me the ability to direct somebody to pick that order up for me, okay? So this is where the power of the consumer lies. So the consumer, I go by, I place the order, and then it tells me I can pick up the order between 1 and 2 tomorrow, I can go on my app, the Trip app, and designate somebody to pick up that order for me between 1 and 2. Now, if you are doing a good job as a driver, that person can, you know, favor you and use you all the time to pick up their orders. And if you start doing a really good job, you might get 10 or 15 or 20 or 100 pickups out of that same store, and you can do multiple pickups, and then you start increasing your average transaction size of what you get per ride when you're into the marketplace. So what happens is you'll get noticed through the app. The closest driver is notified, unless you're a favorite. An available pickup time will be posted. You can do multiple pickups at the grocers at any one time if you like, and that way you can make more money on each ride. So next chart, please. But the power of the consumer is where you want to go. You want to get your app on the grocery side into every consumer conceivable in your market. We were just looking at budgets for the first 3 markets to start getting the consumer app out there. How much we're going to spend to help you guys get, you know, market share out there. And you can do the same thing. You can advertise your app through your Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, social media, all that stuff. You can do it at pretty low cost, but those are the ways you guys are going to get out there and build, but you just got to get your app out there and start building from that. The app commission still is 40 cents and 10 cents on the second level per delivery. Again, the driver is $5.25 and 75 cents additional, 100% of the tip. We will reserve some monies and earmark that towards wait time and promotions for drivers. We want to keep putting more and more money in your pocket as we can. Next chart. Again, this is, we talk a little bit about here. Every time the car moves, you make 40 cents and 10 cents on your second level. Commissions get paid 21 days in the rears on the subscription side of the business, and 8 days in the rears on opening up the market for restaurants and memberships. Next chart. I can't impress upon you guys, we need to keep, you know, we're doing a phenomenal job, by the way, on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram and all that, but we need to keep getting that up and running even further and getting more signups on YouTube. So any of you guys that are leaders out here that want to really build, I would recommend you start getting all your people on YouTube so they're glued into the presentations that we're going to be doing coming down the road and continuing these presentations. You know, I'll be on YouTube, you know, 2, 3, 4 times a week, just little, as we start ramping up here over the next 7 or 8 or 10 days, you're going to see more and more of it. We'll have more and more meetings, but we have to get fully engaged if you guys want to win. You have a winning business model now. You got winning technology. It's proven. It's nothing that's not proven in this technology. We're not going to school with stuff that doesn't work. So it's going to be up to you how fast you want to move. But in about 7 to 8 days, business days, we'll be ready to go. Next chart, please. People keep asking, what's the qualifications as a driver for a delivery? So just a valid driver's license, valid insurance. We will check on those to make sure that they are valid insurance and driver's license. We do a very limited background search, but we do one. Delivery vehicles can be around 15 years old. We'd like that to have quarter panels missing or things like that, but we'd like them to at least be, you know, represent the company. So make sure that they're looking good. And once you sign up, we'll send you your stickers, we'll send you your lanyards and pins and a whole bunch of other stuff in the mail. And the minimum age is 18 in most states for delivery. So next chart, please. I think that was the end of it. That was the last chart. So can you bring me back online, Art? There's David. Here I am. So anyway, look, we have a lot of ground that we've covered tonight. We've been on the call for almost an hour now. It's 6:58. You got some questions, I'd be happy to see if I could take them. David, can you read any of the questions down there?
I've been actually answering every question, I think.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I have. I've been typing and answering. There's been some great questions. Bill asked a question that was actually a good question. I told him it was a good question. And that is, if a delivery driver is at a restaurant and there's a bunch of orders ready in a short local distance, is there a limit as to how many deliveries that driver can take with him at once? And you know, we don't want the
I'm an entrepreneur. I'd take as many as I could get.
right. you just don't want the food to get cold.
No, I know. You can't take cold food out, you know.
So it's a question that I think we should probably talk about. It's actually a good question. So I'll take that one to heart and work on that one with Bob.
Yeah, just so you guys know, and I mentioned that David's not just a restaurant guy that was in the restaurant business. David is a restaurateur. He really knows the restaurant space in different sectors of the restaurant business. If it's, you know, could be in different kinds of foods, whatever, but he does really understand the space. So he's our resident expert, like Vincent is on the rideshare side of our business. David's our go-to. Any question like that, he doesn't just give you an answer just to give you an answer. He's going to think it through, because there's a lot of things to go into it. As a customer, you don't want to get a cold plate of, you know, if you're having food delivered and it gets there and 30 minutes later, 40 minutes later, and it's cold, you're going to be upset, right?
And then you get out to Yelp or one of the review sites, it's like, you know, bad mouth in the restaurant. We don't want that to happen. So
Yeah.
You know, we want the food delivered hot and on time.
Right.
But you know, they've been great questions, by the way, Bob. Ash is asking, is this just grocery restaurant delivery, or will it be expanded to courier deliveries too?
It's going to be expanded over time to a lot of other delivery processes, whether it's general merchandise like Home Depot products or Best Buy, any kinds of product like that. It could be the RX business. There's just different regulatory issues with some of these that we have to work through. We're taking the low-hanging fruit because we have a great restaurateur with us that's guiding us through this, and we know we can get into the market and have a major impact very quickly. But it's only as quick as you guys build. We can't make you guys build, but we can give you the tools to build, which is the proper guidance, the proper training, proper business model, and the proper technology. Then it's up to you at that point.
Denny is asking, will we have the information to get our new business cards completed with the website links? Absolutely. There's going to be a store integrated inside of our website, which will allow you to make purchase of your business cards. You can even print them out yourself or send them off to, I believe it's going to be Vistaprint that we're connecting.
Yeah, Vistaprint.
Someone has a couple of restaurants. I feel for you. It's a tough time. I'm glad I got out when I did. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. So I feel for you there, Corinne. But we're going to make your life a lot easier. Let's see. Is there a competition? A lot of competition between drivers in one area. You know, I think we still have to light this baby up to see. You know, in the same app, you guys are going to be able to do ride share when that's ready to open up, along with the delivery. So keep in mind, from one app, you'll be able to do both as long as the backgrounds come back. It's a little bit of a deeper background check on the ride share, but you know, a lot of you guys will be able to toggle back and forth between deliveries and rideshare pickup, and of course, we'll branch into couriers and other verticals. Asking questions, will you provide insulated bags? Bob, I've had that question a bunch of times. I told them that it's $1 million question that we are working on, and we're talking it through.
We just had that conversation this morning for 40 minutes.
Yes, we did. We'll let you guys know about that one. We've got some interesting creative things that we're working on for that one. So we understand, and I understand as a restaurateur, how important it is for the driver to come into the restaurant with the bag. And it used to bother me when they didn't, because I knew that they were not putting it into the bag when they were in their car, and they weren't going to the consumer's location with the bag, and the food would cool down, especially in a colder climate. I'm on the East Coast, and you know, people would complain about that. So I would tell them they had to come in with the bag. And in Montgomery County, Maryland, where I live, it's actually a law with the inspectors there. They say that you have to have a bag when you enter a restaurant. But a lot of these guys, they don't bring bags. We think it's important. We're going to allow the consumers to rate whether the driver has a bag with them or not. The consumer and the restaurateur to let them know. So I understand the importance of having an insulated bag. So we're working on something, and we'll let you guys know very, very quickly on that one.
Yeah, we'll probably have that resolved in the next day or so. We're now getting down to the funnel effect as we start driving through the technology, and David and I are looking forward to getting out of the technology side of the business, get into the marketing side of the business. It's a hell of a lot more fun.
Absolutely. We're just getting started. The fun part is just beginning. Are you going to pay 75 cents a mile on rideshare too? The rideshare is a different animal. It's a different model. But we are going to be paying on time, and we have a creative way to collect money for the time on that. But it's a different animal, so that doesn't.
And the pricing on the rideshare will be based on competition in the marketplace.
Yeah.
So we won't have a lot to say about it, other than we'll be a little bit cheaper than the regular guys. But because if we're too cheap, then the driver doesn't make as much with us. We want them to make as much as possible.
Right. So,
but no surge pricing for us is big for the consumer, because that's about a third of the time that you have surge pricing. So you don't have that double bump or triple bump to the consumer. And over time, you'll build consistency and confidence with the consumer that they're not getting, hammered in this game.
Exactly. Let's see here. As an influencer only, will drivers signed up directly count as first level? As an influencer only, will drivers signed up directly count as first level? Yes. It doesn't matter if you're a rider referral, an influencer, a side hustle, a pro driver, a legacy. The driver that you sign up will be on your first level. Now, you may not be eligible for a second level, depending on what ranking you come in at. And again, this is a reminder, as Bob mentioned in the beginning, we'll be sending out an email to all the influencers out there so that you can upgrade and take advantage of the legacy ranking, which is huge. It's going to be for a limited time, and it's important. Be on the lookout for the emails. We will make sure that they get into your inboxes. So over probably the next 24 hours or so, you'll be getting, all influencers will be getting that email for the upgrade. So only drivers can sign up or refer a restaurant? No. Anybody, a writer, side hustle, anybody can refer a restaurant. Even the restaurateur can refer other restaurants. So this is basically anybody who has our app is a referral partner and can take advantage of the entire affiliate marketing platform that we have. There's also alcohol with groceries. That's a conversation that I was planning on having with Bob. That's probably something down the road, because there's different state laws and county laws, and every place is different. I think we want to just get up and running first before we start introducing the risk of alcohol. But I don't see why we wouldn't want to enter that market if we're able to. Wouldn't you agree there, Bob? Or what do you thought?
Absolutely. I think what you just said was right. We need to crawl, walk, run. There's a lot we're going to learn, but we're going to learn it very quickly. We're going to get this funnel way, way, way tight and get as much out of it as we can as we get into the marketplace quickly.
Can the drivers have a cam recorder in the car for protection or evidence in case the situation takes place? I don't see why not. I don't know if he's asking if we would pay for that, but or if that's something that would be in the app to be a recorder. It's probably not a bad idea. It would take up, I think, a lot of battery of your phone to be running all the time. But as a driver, anything you can do to protect yourself, we'll have the SOS button on the app to protect you. But sure.
Yeah.
Where do you get the info, paperwork, or website to sign up? So when we launch, the back office will be ready. All of the documents, all the training materials, all the videos, everything's going to be in your back office. It'll also be on the Verb app. Everybody saw the Verb demo from Taylor. Everything will be there, and we'll have ongoing training so you guys can look out for that and be experts as you go out into the field. Can the drivers, saw that one already. Do veterans still have 90 days with no fee?
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe short animated video to show restaurant. We are already putting together. A lot of videos have already been created.
Yeah, so you guys know that we started working probably 3 weeks ago, David. David's finished up one video just the other day. We have multiple videos we're working on. So we'll probably have 4 or 5 by the time we launch done.
Yep. Wow, there's a lot more questions in here than I was expecting as I'm scrolling down here. I'm going to go to the end and scroll backwards because there's just so many here. Are we signing up restaurants where they're coming in too fast now? We might have to go through these questions and answer them and send out an email or something. But
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long everybody wants to stay on this call. But it's getting kind of hard to keep up. Everybody's got to slow down on the questions. Well, we need to download another app, or I can't keep up.
Okay, so listen, everybody. We don't have to download another app. Everything is going to be in one app. We'll get on these questions tomorrow and start posting answers on these, or else we'll be here all night. I appreciate everybody getting on the call. We'll start amping these up next week. We might have 2 calls next week, just as we start to get closer to launching and getting this on the road to success with everybody. So with that, I'm going to say good night. David, you want to sign off?
Okay, everybody. Like Bob said, we're going to download the questions. We'll sit there and go through them. When I say we, probably me, and I'll be answering those questions. Hey, listen, it's a lot easier than running a restaurant. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
This is my wheelhouse. I enjoy this more. But guys, thank you for taking the time. We're glad that you guys have stuck with us, that you've been on this call this time. We see all the excitement in here. It's heating up. I'm sure that you can. My email, that's fine. I'll put it out there. It's davidtrack at TripRides, TRYP.com. So you guys can email me. But we'll get those answers to those questions out. And we look forward to seeing you on the next call.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks, Art. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Vincent.
Thank you, guys.